Hello guys, welcome to Million Codes. So in this session we are going to see how to use the Git version software. Okay, in the name itself it's saying that it's a version software. So what is the version? Okay, version means we are managing some documents in day-to-day life. So we want the so we are doing some changes in that application. So we have to copy the exact same work to the next day also. So while using that, we are consuming larger amount of time as well as the larger amount of size in our hard disk or something like that. So to overcome that problems, we are using this Git software. Okay, while using this Git software, what is the advantage? While using this software, you can easily manage a single file system, and we can easily manage the applications in our system. So let's see the installation step first. So while going to the git-scm, you can see the download for Windows button here. So you are using the other operating systems, you can find the alternative links in the download section. So I am using the Windows, so I am going to download the Windows version. So I have already downloaded that. So let's open that software first. So where we can see that while if you have installed on your machine, simply right click on the anywhere, you can see the two softwares here. First is Git GUI and the Git Bash. Okay, first of all we are going to study about the Git GUI version, so you can graphically see what's going on the applications there. So what is the major use? Who is using the Git in the day-to-day life means nowadays the Git is using programmers only, because they are managing some day-to-day life. They are using so much of application, so they have so they want the application like Git, because they have to overcome the versioning problem and all. They are using the Git software. So we are seeing the two comparisons also, while using as a programmer how to use the Git software, and while using as the normal document management also, how the application is managed, and how and where we can use the applications. So I will simply show you an example. Okay, this is the simple Excel file. While I am saving that, I am doing the same work on the different dates. Okay, but but the application is somewhat similar, and the project is going as long as the date mentioned. So I need a solution for managing as a single file means, here the role of the Git comes here. Okay, so let's see how to use this. So first of all, we want to open the file which we are dealing with. So I am working with the file on sum of numbers. So it is in the data folder here. So I am right clicking here and Git GUI here, dialog here. So first of all, we want to create the repository, and we want to select the desired folder where we want to version the software. So it is on the same folder. So selecting this folder and going to create this. While creating this, when we try to refresh this, okay, the file is hidden here. You show hidden files. We can see the one hidden file here. It is showing that .git. So when we going to see that, we see the unstaged changes, staged changes, and the initial commit. We are seeing the three sections here. Okay, what is the three sections here? Because our application is not in the versioned state now, because we have now only we have started this. So we want to stage this. Stage means we have changed some things and we are changing to the staged section. While we have completed all the changes, we are going to commit this. Commit means it's the submitting. We are going to submit the changes to the desired repository. So let's see what's in the folder. Okay, you can see here I have done some calculations here. So let's commit this first. So first of all, you want to stage these changes. We are saying that you have two untracked files. Yes, I have two untracked files. Continue. Okay, sorry, we have to close this first. Okay, and now we have to stage change. Yes, so we have staged this. So I am going to give initial commit. So we have the unstaged changes is empty now, staged changes also empty now. So we are going to close this. Okay, so I'm opening the same document now. I have the new entry here. I have one name as I, and I have the new entry as 100. So I am going to save these changes. Now when I open the same git bash here, now I am also seeing that you have some untracked changes here, but we want to separate this data. One means in this document I am mentioning the date as 9/2/2020. So I want the exact details I have entered in the particular date and the other details in the previous dates. So in this like of scenarios, I am using the branch statement here. You can see here branch, create a branch. Okay, I am creating the branch as 9/2/2020 and creating the branch. So let's see here, you are in the current branch of 9/2/2020. So I am going to commit these changes on the current branch. Okay, so stage changes, and I am going to say as it's the changes in 9/2/2020. So commit this. So I have committed on the same changes. Okay, in now I am in the current branch. So okay, I am also creating another branch here, and the branch is 10/2/2020. Okay, now I am in the same 10/2/2020 branch. So I am going to edit these details. What means I am going to 100, 200, 500, and I have an entry also 100. Now the value is changed. Let's see here in the 10th branch, in the 10th day of the branch. Yes, you can see 10th day of the branch. I have changed a lot of details, and I have also a new entry on the name as J. Okay, let's save this and let's reopen that. Okay, you can see here. Sorry, we have to close this. Okay, let's open the git bash once more. Okay, let's see here. We have again some changes on the branch. We have mentioned the data 10/2/2020. So we have to stage the changes, and we have mentioned the date also 10/2/2020. So I am going to commit the change also. Okay, you are wondering that why you are doing this branch and committing and all. Okay, so let's see the difference first. The final output when we opening the file, you can see here the 10th date is entered, and the details we have changed, that the second date is changed, and the third date is changed, and the fifth date is changed. So I need the edited detail of 9th day. Okay, the previous day's edited detail I want to know. Then what to do? So we here have an option, right? Branch. In the second option we can see the checkout here. Go to checkout, we can see the n number of branches here. So we can see the 9th day here. So let's check out to the 9th day. Okay, now just open the file. Here you can see that the 10th detail is not entered. Also the previous changes we have done on the 9th day, it's like that we can see here. So have you understand? I think you have clearly understand the what I mean here. Means you are maintaining so many documents as this, but while using the version control, you can club the entirely different sections into a single file. Okay, that's the main difference between the branch and the checkout sections to use the portions. So using the master branch, you have to somewhat aware what's the difference between the master and the other branch. I think you have clearly understand how we can integrate in our application. So let's see the diagrammatical structure, how the Git is working. Okay, so if you are working in a project, you can compare with as a developer or as a document worker. So this is the master branch. Master branch is the final output of your application. So you are seeing, if you open a software, you will see that they have mentioned the version numbers there. The version numbers means the changes they have made on the particular application is known as the version. So here I have done the initial file as version 0.1. So I have created a branch known as A. So I am changing some changes here, and someone has created the other master branch with the version of 2. So the another team member have created the branch B. Okay, another team member has created the branch C. So in the between, I have 2 edits here. You can see here I have 2 edits, version 2 and version 3. Okay, so I am committing the changes. I have done some changes with the version 1, and I got some work to do with the version 1, and I am changed the details. I am going to commit the version on after the version 0.3. I am going to commit these changes. So already the team B also doing some work, and the C also doing some work. So after I completed the work, I have to merge these files to the entire master branch. So if you are a programmer, it's so useful to do what I have mentioned here. Okay, so let's check with the code how to use this as a Git Bash software. So while using this software, what is happening means, if you are using the Git software, it's run on the local machine only. It's on your computer only. So when we creating a branch multiple, the software collects the entire details to the central hub, where means you are initiating the software as .git and initializing the software there it's stored. So while you have heard about the GitHub, Gitbucket software, etc. What the software is doing means the same what you are doing on the local, they are storing the file in the centralized software on the Git or Gitbucket applications. So while you creating the Git software, your branches are created as multiple, and when you submit on the document, the branches are getting submitted to the centralized software where you have stored. So let's see a practical example on the Git software, how the data are stored. So let's see the examples using the simple HTML file. So I have just created a software. Okay, this is the application I have created using the simple HTML code here. Okay, so let's open the Git Bash first. Right click, open Git Bash here. So when we come here, the software is not initialized first. So we want to first initialize that. Git init is the command to initialize first. So the software is initialized. You can see here the Git is initialized. So first of all, we want to add all the files to the staging area. First we can see the status of the staging area. So we can, on this master branch, no commits has been submitted. We have one untracked file and an folder on it. So we have to track this file, means we have to enter into the staging area. So git status, git add dot means we are entering the entire folder in which have to the git. So we have added all the documents, so we can check this git status. So we have changes in the document, so we have staged this. We have to add this document to the commit. So we have to commit these changes. Git commit -m is for the personal messages. So initial commit. So here it's saying that please tell who you are. Okay, so we want to run these commands. So we have entered the credentials to the Git, so the Git can identify who is submitting the documents now. So we are committing the document, git commit -m initial commit. So 2 files has been committed to the area. So let's see the magic now. Okay, so first of all, now we have committed these changes to the master branch. So we want to create a branch now. Git branch. Now I am going to do on the version. The name is your choice. You can do whatever you are like. Version 0.1. This is my branch here. So let's see what are the branches we have. Git branch. So we have the master branch and the version 0.1. So the star denotes that which is on the active branch. So I am working on the version 0.1 branch, so I have to check out the git checkout to version 0.1. So we can see here the git is now on the version 1.0.1. So let's do some changes on the file, so we can see what are the changes have been submitted here. So here you can see here is the text here, subscribe Million Codes channel for further updates. Okay, so let's see. I am going to add one paragraph tag here, and I am typing like, share and support us. I am going to save these changes, and on the CSS area I am going to change the paragraph tag color to red. So I have changes on the HTML and the CSS folders. So let's see what the changes has been come here. Okay, let's see here, like, share and support us is on the red color now. So now we want to submit these documents to the, okay, now we can see the like, share and support us pages on the red color. So we want to submit these documents to the version 0.1 branch. So let's open the git bash once more. So let's see what are the changes here. See that HTML and the CSS file is changed here. So git add, so add command is used to stage that changes. So we can also see the status now. Okay, it's staged now. So git commit -m. Okay, this commit is doing to the version 0.1 here. Okay, did you understand the changes now? We are doing the changes to the version 0.1 now. Okay, so now we are changing. Okay, the paragraph of color is changed. Okay, now the version 0.1 document is submitted now. Okay, I have made the changes to the document, but who is working on this team is not able to see these changes, because when all the git checkout master, my all the teammates on the master branch. So when I refresh this, there is no change I have made it on the document here. So I have to make the changes to the master file also, because when I type, let's clear this, git status, so git branch, I have two branches here. The changes had been made and committed to this version branch, but the replication is not affected on the master branch. The master branch is the main branch which the team members can see on the what the changes have been made on the team members, others apart from the master branch users. So we have to merge the changes on the v version 0.1 branch to the master branch. So to merging that, git merge, we are on the master branch, we are merging the version 0.1 branch to the master branch. So we want to give git merge version 0.1. So press on enter. It shows that it has some insertions on the file. So when we refresh this, we will see the changes on the master branch. Okay, let's repeat the step once more. So I am going to create a branch as version 0.2. So I am going to check out to version 0.2. So did you understand what I have followed later? I have using the version 0.2 branch, I am going to make the changes on my own way on the document. So this is my document. I have merged with the master branch, and I am now on the 0.2 branch. So I am going to change the background color to indigo. Okay, I have changed something here, and I am going to change the color to white here, and I am also introducing a paragraph folder. This is the git software. Okay, so let's see on what I have changed here. Okay, let's see here. The color is changed to indigo, and I have changed the color of the paragraph to white, and I have created another paragraph here. So let's commit these changes. So first git status, what's happening? Okay, two files to commit, git add dot, okay, git commit -m, color changed. Okay, so I have submitted on the version 2 branch. So I am going to check out to the master branch. Okay, in the master branch, when we refresh this, there is only the changes I have made on the version 0.1 only I have merged with the master branch here. So the version 2 has been released and the version 2 is not, sorry, version 0.2 is not submitted to the master branch. So have you remember the step? We have to git merge. What we have to merge? The 0. version 2 has been done by the done as the branch. So we have to merge git merge version 0.2. So we have some deletions here, some updations here. So when we refresh this, you can see the version 0.2 changes which have been made by the teammate have been submitted to the master branch here. Okay, no issues. While I'm going to clear this. Okay, the teammate or team manager is saying that I am not interested or I don't like the version 0.2. You have to switch back to the version 0.1. I only need that file. Means what we have to do? Okay, yeah, I have to go to the branch. Git branch version 0.1 now. Okay, version branch is already exist. Okay, we have to check out this not branch git checkout. Okay, now we are on the, okay, I hope you understand the what the changes we have made on this particular code. The branch is the main part what the code to be held on. For example, git branch. When we switch to the branch, we can see the versions on the particular branches. So we are on the master branch. So we want to see the changes on the version 0.1 branch. Means we have to check out to version 0.1. Okay. So see that what we have done on the version 0.1 branch. So we can also see the file we have edited on the particular branch. So we want to see on the version 0.2 branch. So we can see the changes we have made on the 0.2 branch. We have to refresh this. So we have to switch over the files. So we can see the what are the changes we have done on the version 0.1, 0.2 like that. So this is the major difference, and what is the uses of the Git and the Git bash softwares we have made. So when we are using the online repositories, you can use the famous softwares like GitHub, Gitbucket. Okay, these are the some softwares we can use for the online submitting our repositories. So so these software supports free accounts. So you can create the free account and let's submit the details to the this online softwares. If you are interested if you are interested for a video how to upload and manage the files on the GitHub, please give me some comments, or please post some comments to do the video on the GitHub or Gitbucket which you are interested, and how to do the commits and what we have done on the Git software. We can do all the comments to the Git and the Gitbucket softwares. So please comment your valuable suggestions to what you have thinking about this video, and thank you for watching. Please subscribe Million Code. Thank you.